Welcome everybody to the Jazz Lakers. Ezra Hoover's Jazz against Ethan Devine's Lakers. Congratulations Chick Coles and Charles Babb on their victories today. Timberwolves and Sixers start the season off 1-0. Now let's go over the opening lineups here. For the away team, the Lakers, Ethan Devine's Lakers, you have Bryer Fisher, Rhett Givler, Parker Graham, Jake Harding, Jude Lapp, Nicolas Long. The Reed brothers are together, Micah and Quinn, Carson Roman, and Connor's younger brother, Zach Stoltzfus, coming into the 7th to 9th league. For Ezra Hoover's Jazz, Orion Belheim, TJ Fox, Jose Gavilando. We saw his older brother, Elijah, earlier. Caleb Hoover, Ian King, John Noel, Eli Ramirez, Logan Stoltzfus, and Brody Torrence and Trenton Zimmerman. They're going to be the two players Ethan Devine's going to have to focus on stopping. Coach, what's it like playing against Brody Torrence? He set the three-point record, 7 threes last year.
Eats me alive. I tell you what, he's one of the ones that beat us pretty bad. During the season, we had a hard time shutting him down. I knew I was going to have him as the main problem for the game, and I planned for him and still couldn't stop him. So, yeah, it's painful.
Let's see if we can get a shot of Brody. He's over there talking with TJ Fox. There he is. Yeah, Brody, I mean, he brings everything. He's a lot like Mason Montefort. He's a combination of Mason Montefort and Trenton Zimmerman. He can shoot the threes, and he's got the speed.
Yep.
Chick Coles is here. Congratulations, Chick. Great game. So the Timberwolves and Sixers start the season right. Feel good to get that first victory under your belt, Coach?
It does. It makes me feel comfortable.
Yeah, I could imagine. You don't want to start the season 0-1. Just sets a bad tone. But the good news, everybody makes the playoffs, so you don't have to get too down on your luck if you lose.
Yeah, this is the first game, so everybody's trying to get a feel of what the players are going to be able to do in the game and how they look in the league. So, yeah, it's a big thing for all of them.
It is. It really is. And, you know, this is a Christian league, and the focus, you know, is all about spiritual development through sports, this upward slogan. And it's a fun sport, and this is a great way for the kids to, you know, get it. Some of them getting introduced to Christ for the first time, some of them longtime Christians.
Yep, and then, you know, it gives them something to do during the winter in a nice warm place.
It's true, yeah. Nice cold outside, come in here, nice and warm.
Be with some friends, make new friends.
Absolutely. So looking over at the Lakers, let's take a look over that. See Jude Lapp there, number 33. Jude definitely hit a growth spurt.
Yeah.
And there's Bryer Fisher. So, Coach, you see number 25 there, yep. Big guy. Bryer Fisher, I believe he was Ethan's first pick in the draft, not sure. But he's got a lot of size on him. I don't remember him playing last year at Upward. Do you remember seeing Bryer Fisher? I think this is his rookie year, his 9th grade.
I think you're right. I don't remember seeing him, but he's got some height now.
It sure does. Curious. Good to see Rhett Givler out there. All right, stay tuned for the opening tip-off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Come on now, give it up for your away team, the Lakers. Those Lakers versus their home team, the Jazz.
Welcome to game 3 of 4 of the boys 7th and 9th league. And coach, I don't see Trenton Zimmerman.
I don't either.
That would be a huge loss.
Yeah, he's a great player.
For the Jazz.
Oh, there he is, number 5, isn't it?
Oh, he's number 0.
Okay.
Number 5's Eli Ramirez.
I don't see.
So Eli's gonna, and that Eli doesn't look like he's dressed. That's Eli in the black jacket back there, I believe.
I think you're right.
I don't see a number 5. So you're thinking of.
Coached him last year.
Yes, you're looking at Logan Stoltzfus, number 50. His sister, Cece, I believe, is on that guarded spot middle school girls team last night. Who won?
Oh, he looked like Trenton a lot.
He does. He does. Trenton Zimmerman not here. Here's Jake Harding. Poked that. Nice play there by Caleb Hoover. And already Bryer Fisher making his presence known. Here's Jude Lapp. Fisher. Nicely done, Bryer Fisher. Coach, we may have a regular season MVP candidate. Oh no. Let's keep our eye on Bryer Fisher. Two 2-0 Lakers. And right now the story is how good is number 25? Torrance almost picked it. Well, we know how good number 53 is for Greed. He'll definitely be in the regular season MVP conversation. This is his last year at Upward. Brody destined for the Hall of Fame. Torrance banged into Fisher. He's going to draw the foul on Fisher. Well, Coach, have you seen number 19 on the green team? He may be the smallest player ever in the boys 7 and 9 league, Ian King. I believe he's smaller than Dallas Shands. Hope to see Ian soon. Brody hits his first free throw. And Torrance makes both, ties it up.
Yeah, you don't want to put him on the line. Brody is definitely
Excellent free throw shooter. Carson Roman had it picked. Torrance, you better get used to that sight, but not used to that one where he just missed a layup. That is not something that you may never see again this year. Fisher kicks it out. Harding missed. And the ball is loose. That was John Noel that came down with the rebound. We're tied at 2. Boy, Brody Torrance, you know it's early in the season when he misses that. That was a layup of layups. It's a rarity. Brody splits the defense. Carson Roman there with Rhett Givler. Roman got it to Givler. Rhett, got to be careful when number 53 is on the floor.
all the time.
Torrance picked it off. Stoltzfus, Logan. Swinging it to TJ Fox. TJ backs his way in. And they're going to call it travel. Oh, and TJ. Is he being called for a technical the way he threw that ball? He was not happy. I don't know about the travel call. Still tied at 2. Roman. Carson gonna take it into the lane uncontested. Carson Roman. Where did that come from? Nobody even thought about trying to give him a hard time. Coach Devine will take it. There's Brody off the glass, and that fast it's tied. There's Harding. Roman lost it, but Fisher right there. Fisher got it to Harding. Jake, a big size mismatch. Got it under to Fisher. Nice move by Bryer Fisher. Let's take a look at that. Fisher got it to Harding. Jake.
Bryer Fisher.
Big size mismatch.
Gets it.
Got it under to Fisher.
Nice
move by
Nicely
Bryer.
done, Bryer.
This is turned over. Jake Harding underneath. What a block by Brody.
Nice rejection there.
And, oh, he's getting a ceremonious one there. Carson Roman missed. That's for Brody's rejection. And that's going to count. Brody Torrence doing it all right now. Take a look at Brody's basket. For Brody's rejection. And that's going to nicely done.
There's 19.
Brody doing everything right now. And Ezra Hoover made a wise choice taking him as his first pick.
Oh, I'm not going to argue with that one.
Chase Gwaltney actually went first in the draft, then Brody went next. Both players are just phenomenal.
Yeah, he is quite good.
Two different types of players.
Yep.
Brody misses the free throw. So we're still tied at 6, 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Lap. Here's Jude. He's going to drive. Missed the layup. Fisher poked at it. Ball still turned over. TJ Fox is there. Fox in a scrum with Harding. And Bilheim came up with it. And it's going to be a timeout. Folks, it's Pizza Hut day.
Upward Fans' new Holland Pizza Hut is giving everyone 20% off their bill on opening day who mentions the word Upward. Dine in or take out their delicious wings and pizza, all at 20% off. Located in the Grocery Outlet Shopping Plaza across from the new Holland Family Restaurant. Store opens at 10 a.m. to midnight. And don't forget to tell them Upward sent you. Upward Fans' new...
That's for Brody's rejection. Take a look there. And that's going to count. Brody Torrence doing it all. Does Brody have all 6 points?
I believe he does.
I believe he does. All right, we're going to see some new Jazz here. So it looks like Jose Gavilando coming into the game. And there he is, Ian King, number 19, I believe. Boy, he's guarded by number 3, Parker Graham, but I still think Ian's a little bit smaller. Brody for 3, that's no good. Coach Ian King, I believe, smallest boys 7th to 9th player, number 19. Good things come in small packages, Ian. Here's Harding, feeds it inside. Fisher just left alone. Gavilando's not going to stop that.
Yeah, he's pretty dominant under that basket, the height he's got.
That was a size mismatch right there.
He's going to be pretty dominant.
Devine up 2. Torrence, bounce pass. Gavilando being swarmed right now. And Harding stepped on the line. Jake almost bounced that ball in Fidel's face. Gotta be careful. Fidel will call a tech. Jazz catch a break. And Harding's going to get it right back. Jake Harding, I believe that's Kai's younger brother. And Cole's younger brother. It's hard to keep track of all the Hardings. Underneath, Fisher. Nicely done. Off the Nicolas long miss. And we have a 10-6 game. Brody, no good. You're going to see Brody the majority of this game.
Yeah, he's going to dominate this.
I would think so. Fisher comes down with it. There's Ian King trying to stop Bryer Fisher. Somehow, I don't think that's going to happen, but Fisher, or that was Jake Harding who missed it. Brody, he faked Brody out and then missed a layup. Brody got it to Ian King. Come on, Ian. Ian saved it. I don't know the call there. Well, we got to look at this one. Brody got it to Ian King. Come on, Ian. Ian saved it. I don't know the call there. Brody got it to Ian King. Come on, Ian. At it. Underneath, lap. That's Jude. 12-6. Devine's liking what he's seeing. But Brody can only do so much. He's got a lot of youth on his team.
I'm surprised he might be in the whole game. I wouldn't be surprised about that. They're down 2 players too, so.
TJ Fox gave it away. It was a nice play by Nicolas Long to steal that. Good to see Nicolas Long and Rhett Givler back together again, former teammates. I believe that was the Knights. Here's Torrence for a long 3 at the buzzer. Oh, after 1, Lakers up 12-6.
Folks, if you'd like to show your support for the New Holland, Pennsylvania Upward program, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here's how. Do you see the QR code in the middle of the screen? Simply get out your phone, open up your camera app, and hover the app right over that QR code. Pretend you're going to take a picture of it, but don't snap that button to take the picture. Just have the QR code in the middle of your camera screen. You should see a link pop up. That link will take you directly to our YouTube channel. Simply click that yellow link, and you'll be showing your support for this organization. Now, one little thing. If you don't see a subscribe button, you might need to create a YouTube.
So we're taking a look at Charlotte Lap. Charles, can we get Charlotte? This is her first year. Nicely done, Charlotte. First year in the girls 5th and 6th league. She'll be on the Lady Wolves. We'll see her at 1:30. And I believe that is Isaiah's younger sister and Jude Lapp's cousin. I don't know. I'm trying to keep track of all the Lapp family and the Hardings. They're tough to keep track of.
A lot of different families in this group, yep.
All right, Zach Stolzfus into the game. Good to see Zach. Connor Dante's younger brother. Here's Jude. Stops in the lane, short. Got his own rebound, right back up, and that's the way to do it.
Good job.
Just go right back up with it. Coach Devine liking what he's saying. And Brody, got to get something going here. Underneath. Nicely done. And that was John Noel. Brody's going to need some help out there. You can't do everything yourself.
Sure.
Lap. He had Micah Reed if he wanted him. Zach Stolzfus has it to Lap. And Lap's going to be called for the travel. And Lap, not sure about that one, but Fidel's been pretty good today with his accuracy. 14-8. Brody Torrence is down 6. Torrence kicks it out. TJ Fox wide open, short. And Fisher comes up with it. Here's Zach Stolzfus. Got to be careful when 53's on the court. Fisher lost it. Got it to Lap. Good defense by Caleb Hoover. Quinn Reed. Got it to Lap. Lap looking for Fisher. And miscommunication. TJ Fox comes up with it. 14-8. Stolen. Fisher. Stolzfus sneaking up on Lap. Jude working on Brody. You're not going to get anything off. Here's a size mismatch. They got it to Zach Stolzfus for 3. And that's a miss. So 4:18 left to go in the first half. And Ethan Devine and the Lakers are enjoying a 6-point lead. John Noel misses. So folks, today is Pizza Hut Day. Get over there, just say you're from Upward and they'll take 20% off your bill. Today only, opening day of Upward. They're our newest sponsor. That is New Holland Pizza Hut, that is, which is right across the street from that New Holland Diner. Well, it used to be the New Holland Diner. Now it's the New Holland Family Restaurant. Fisher hits. (15-8). Coach, at what point does Brody get frustrated?
I give him this half. I think that second half's going to be really tough on him.
Stoltzfus, Logan, fakes, misses. You gotta make those. Here's Zach. Jude Lapp really taking control of this team. Brody, football pass for Stoltzfus. Logan missed.
You hate missing those.
What a play, Logan Stoltzfus. Missed it. Boy, that was a good steal. But Charles, do you kind of get the feeling that Jude Lapp is the captain of this team? Looks like he's commanding everything out there.
No, I think number 25, what was his name again?
Well, Fisher definitely, with
Fisher's
the height,
definitely
but Lapp just seems like he's kind of like the commander, and Fisher.
He has definitely got the control of the team.
Yeah.
He's definitely controlling out there.
We got a timeout. We'll be right back.
Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances.
Got it to Weaver, back to Day. Day's gonna pull for three. Jeshua, yes! Yes, Jeshua Day!
Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. Without consistency.
Stoltzfus. Logan missed.
You hate missing those.
What a play, Logan Stoltzfus. Just missed it. Missed it. All right, we're back. Jeff Russell here with Charles Babb on the camera. Charles, thank you for volunteering.
Absolutely.
3 minutes to go in the first half, and it's been all Lakers to this point. Lakers in control. Rhett Givler out there with Carson Roman. Roman crossed over Stoltzfus nicely. Here's Torrence, Brody. Turn it on to Jets, and he's not missing another layup. And that's exactly what Ezra Hoover wants to see. And they're in the double digits. So 16-10, still in the game, Charles. This is not over.
No,
And once Brody,
you gotta keep it tight here.
once the team starts building a little chemistry,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
not
it's usually
chemistry
the
there.
problem.
Oh, Jake Harding would love to have that back. There's Roman. That's for two. Well, they got a lot of size on this team, Charles. Fisher and Jake Harding.
Yeah.
Roman off the glass.
Nice.
Carson Roman
Good shot.
showing what he can do. Take a look at this again, Charles. Fisher and Jake Harding.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. Roman off the glass. Here's Fisher down that right side. Oh, he saw Brody coming. He lost control. Ball went out of bounds. And I can't blame him. I wouldn't want to look up and see Brody Torrence in front of me either. Probably led last year in steals.
Oh, yeah.
Brody just does everything.
He's a dominant one.
Brody turns around, misses it. Jake Harding comes down with it. Harding to Fisher. Beautifully done. Beautifully done, gentlemen.
Brody needs a little bit more help on his team.
Brody looks like he needs, well, Trenton, let's not forget that Trenton Zimmerman should be here.
True.
So that is definitely a huge loss, their second pick overall.
Yeah, you're right.
So we got a timeout here. We'll be right back.
He is fired up, and you told me you've been dreaming about this day since you were 5 years old. What is it like to be the #2 overall pick in the draft?
Yeah, first and foremost, I always give my Lord and Savior all the credit. Jesus Christ, man. Without him, I wouldn't be here. It's the reason I'm here.
You're getting emotional.
Yes, ma'am. It's took a lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work, and you're going to a team that's looking for a new identity. Got a new head coach, looking for a leader. What do you bring?
I bring me. I bring a man of God. I bring a leader.
Thank you, C.J. Stroud. A lot of professional athletes are Christians. And this sport right here is just a great one to mix Christ and sports together, and you get upward.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very good game.
Great for the kids, great for the families, and great for streaming. I'm streaming with purpose. Speaking of streaming with purpose, go out and check out some of the podcasts out there. Brody Torrence for a bomb. And that is much needed. Now it's only a 7-point lead. Rhett. Speaking of streaming with purpose, go out and check out some of the podcasts out there. Brody Torrence.
Very nice.
Rhett, and they answer right back. Speaking of streaming with Fidel's going to call out of bounds. Brody is going to have to start shooting threes. You would think, Charles, at some point, without having Trenton Zimmerman here, you're going to have to do something.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to get a little more drastic with maybe playing full court press or pushing the other team a little harder and make them work for it.
If you got a guy like Torrance that can shoot it, set screens, do what you have to do. Without Trenton here,
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. But like you said, Devine just got to, I would keep two guys close to Brody. Stolen. Jude Lapp. Back to Harding.
Yeah, they really need to, I think control is going to be a big thing. Control that ball.
Absolutely.
And that's going to hurt if they can't.
Jake missed it. Givler right to Ian King. King. 6 seconds to go, Ian. Givler. They got to call a jump. Not sure what Carl called there. Coming up next, the final game of the boys 7-9. The Heat and Supersonics at the buzzer. So after 1 half of play, Ethan Devine and the Lakers up 22-13. Stay tuned for the second half.
Folks, if you'd like to show your support for the New Holland, Pennsylvania Upward program, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here's how. Do you see the QR code in the middle of the screen? Simply get out your phone, open up your camera.
Hey, welcome everybody back to another year of CFC basketball. My name is Brian Conroy. If you have any questions, please ask. Me and a few other people that are here kind of run things kind of around and in and out. This year I wanted to do half times and talk about one word. The word is grace. Let me give a definition for grace. Grace is a way of behaving in a polite, dignified, or pleasant manner, even when you're being unfairly treated. It can be a charming or attractive characteristic. Grace can be a short prayer before a meal to give thanks or a blessing. Grace can be a formal title to address a queen or king or duke or duchess. Or grace can be a verb that means to honor somebody or dignify them, such as the king graced him with the rank of knight. Grace can be a describing verb. The garden that was outside was filled with gravelled walkways, graced with statues. Or if I danced around for you in this room, I might be said that I am dancing with grace, though you don't want to see me dance. A period of time can be a grace period. The life insurance premium is due today, but you have a 31-day grace period. It can be a favor or approval or someone who stayed in good graces. Or I can say that I am graced with your presence here today. Anybody know a musical note is called a grace note? It's a note that comes before the main note in a score of music. So it's a grace note. It can be charm, kindness, mercy, privilege, service, indulgence, courtesy, thoughtful, benevolence, favor, or beneficial. The theological determination and meaning is grace is God's unmerited love and favor that is freely given to all. It is a gift that cannot be earned, an unmerited divine gift by God to us of a means for righteousness, restoration, and sanctification. Grace is a word that we see all over the place, and you and I deal with it every day. So my challenge this year was, where do you see grace? And I hope that, like when you buy a car, you end up seeing that color car everywhere. I hope that right now, as you think about the next 8 weeks, the term grace, that you will see it everywhere. Now maybe it comes up of you need to have a little grace with your kids or your boss. Or maybe it is that you will just be honored with somebody's presence. Whatever the term grace is, though, in your life, I hope that you see it more and more every day. Let's pray. Jesus, thank you for these days. God, thank you for what you give to us and you are to us and you're doing in us. And I pray that you would allow us to see how grace shows up in our lives every day. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, we're back here. Jeff Russell with Charles Babb. And Charles, congratulations on your victory. So let's recap the day. Timberwolves and the Bulls. Your final, was it? I wrote down 32-27. Was it that close?
No,
it was 21, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought I wrote that wrong. 32-21, Gabe Hoover, player of the game. And then in the second game, Chick Coles was down. What was he down? About 8 points.
He was down 8 points, yep.
And he was very quiet. We're wondering why he's not panicking, and that's because he has number 41 on his team. And Chase Gwaltney, player of the game, came back for a 1-point victory, 26-25. And I don't believe we saw Dawson Fisher in that game. No Dawson Fisher. And so congratulations there to Chick Coles and his 76ers. And currently in this game, the Jazz, Brody Torrence, it's got to be frustrated, you would think, Coach.
Yeah, it will. I tell you what, if it stays like it is, he will. I think he'll have a foul problem here soon.
It may be.
Foul a lot because they just have to get really aggressive, unfortunately.
You're down 9 points. You don't have Trenton Zimmerman. And you have a lot of youth. No Eli Ramirez as well. So let's put Eli in red. And I saw Eli here. I'm pretty sure that was him. I'll have to find out why he is not playing. So two of your top guys out. And I'm going to text.
He only has. Yeah, that'd be right. 2 players. Yep.
I am going to text my daughter right now and ask her, why isn't Eli Ramirez playing? And I'm pretty sure that was him in the black jacket that we saw.
Yep, there he is right there. Yep. That's a big thing for underneath the basket. He's got some muscle there.
Oh, Eli, yes, a tenacious player.
That's how I played him last year. Yeah, he was on my team last year.
See if we can get a. Oh, you had Eli, that's right. So there he is sitting down in the black jacket. And no Eli Ramirez, no Trenton Zimmerman. Now, how would you, if you lose this game, do you really take it to heart? I know you don't like to lose, but you do have a good excuse.
I would hope not. I mean, you think about it, it's the first game of the season. He's already short one player, well, two players. And I mean, you just have to look at it, the fact that you just didn't have the strength on the court at this time and you couldn't use it to your advantage and rotate players as much as you'd like.
So you just shake it off pretty much. Carson Roman, a nice shot. There's, oh, Brody just missed that one.
And you might feel sorry for the next team because, I mean, they didn't get to see the full results of what a full team on his side could do.
It's true.
It might be to his advantage come next game.
Well, I'll tell you, Ethan Devine may have a little hidden gem here, and Carson Roman is showing a lot today. Had a beautiful pass right there.
Ooh.
And I'm starting to see frustration.
Yeah.
And understandably so. You have TJ Fox, but everybody else is small. Your two bigger guys are out.
Yeah, the bad thing is this could start to cause foul trouble for
Vilheim stepped on the line
team,
there.
and yeah, they're going to have to work through it. Hopefully he uses his timeouts wisely because he's probably going to need to calm his team down a little bit.
Would you think to win this game that something like Brody going 3 crazy is your only chance?
Absolutely.
Here's Brody.
Or that.
What a steal. And another missed layup for Brody Torrence.
Can't miss those, though, if you're making a comeback.
Lap to Harding. Turnaround, Jake. And Lakers in full control right now. 26-13. Brody missing layups. This just everything is pointing here to a Laker victory. Brody missing threes. Stolen Brody. He's all over the court. Boy, he reminds you so much of Kai Harding.
He's going to be exhausted by the end of this.
Oh, I'm sure. Here's Jake, top of the key, in and out. Brody and Jude Lapp going for it. Going to be a jump. So we're getting some fresh blood coming in. Logan Stoltzfus coming into the game. John Noel and Caleb Hoover coming in. Do you sit Brody at this point and just eat the loss? Well, it's still early, Coach. 4:16 in the third. Only down 13.
I tell you, if I was him, I would have probably sat him the second quarter.
Rest him up and then.
And let him just, ball it out for the end here. But, yeah, I mean, these kids are pretty strong, so, and Brody's pretty much an athlete, so I can imagine he'll probably play the full game and try to help out the team as much as possible. I just don't see it, at the moment, I don't see it coming out very positive.
Well, not if they keep playing like this. Everybody's missing.
They're taking their time, though, right now. Right now, try to use the ball. So right now, they got to use the ball or the time to their advantage. They have plenty of clock yet.
Making sloppy mistakes, though. You can't afford those.
That's the thing. Can't be sloppy now. Now's when you got to play your tight game.
Jude Lapp wide open. You're getting the sense that they're starting to give up. And I can't blame them.
Down on themselves a little bit.
Here's Brody, fouled, and that counts.
There you go. That's what you want.
That's the Brody we know. And when you have him on the court, you never can say it's over.
This is true.
There's no way having 53 on the court is any game over. We've seen him light it up. Last year it just went 3 crazy in one game.
Yeah.
Broke Roden Casey's record. Look at the shoes he's sporting.
Nice.
All right, 28-16, only a 12-point game. You're a few Brody threes away.
I know.
So don't
get
too complacent.
Get these steals here and force them to hand it over.
Parker Graham into the game.
There you go.
And Brody's going to get the ball here. If you catch a little bit of a run, You're only 4 threes away. Here's TJ. TJ trying to plow his way through. Couldn't do it. Baseline, Caleb Hoover misses. Noel being harassed. Here's Brody for 3. Almost. Good rebound by Hoover. Torrence crosses to his left.
Pick.
Back to his right, off the glass.
Great pick by Logan.
Good job, Logan Stoltzfus there. Let's take a look at that one again. Good rebound by Hoover. Torrence crosses to his left. Back to his right, off. Good job. And only a 10-point game. And possession. Starting to give Brody some life here. Torrence looking for anybody. Stoltzfus guarded Stoltzfus. Logan off the glass and in. An 8-point game.
Up a little bit here.
Lead is cut to 8. Fisher, stolen by Brody, over his head, behind his back to Logan Stoltzfus. And a 6-point game. This is what we talked about. Lap. Boy, they may have gotten too complacent here. Parker Graham stripped. TJ Fox on a break. Off the glass it in.
Very nice. Oh yeah, they're going, that's good.
And now we're going to have a timeout. Let's take a look at this. In here. Parker Graham stripped. TJ Fox on a break. Wonderfully done. Off the glass it in.
That was a smart call by Coach. Good time to call a timeout.
And Coach, you blink. We talked about the swings in this league, and you blink, and it's 4 points.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
That fast. We're still in the third quarter. Here we thought the game was over.
Hey, the team's picking it up. They're actually helping Brody out. That's a plus.
Yeah.
And they're all starting to contribute. So they're hitting cylinders now.
Now, if you're Ethan Devine, what are you saying to your team?
Stay consistent. No handovers. You can't afford to lose the ball. If you want to stay in this game now, you have to do not lose that ball.
Turnovers, yes, absolutely.
And they need to now that they're on the right track. Don't get in a hurry. Don't get in a hurry.
Now, do you feel the need that you're going to have to shoot threes if you're Brody, or can you now just go back to playing your game?
Let him play his game. I mean, he's now, they're 4 points away. Threes, if he does miss one, it will hurt him. You don't want to just hand him over. Don't want to hand him over. That's key. Ball controls everything now.
All right, here's Parker Graham. Graham lost the handle, and that's stolen. TJ Fox, outlet for Brody, but Jude Lapp is right there. Beautiful play by Jude.
Yes.
That's what you need if you're the Lakers. Here's Jake. He's going to pull for 3. Harding nails it. Jake Harding. Looking like Luke out there. You need if you're the Lakers. Let's take a look at that again, Jake. Here's Jake. He's going to pull for 3. Harding nails it. Looking like his cousin Luke. And Devine likes to see that. Give yourself a little bit of distance here. 7-point game. Stoltzfus picked off Fisher. There's the turnovers you were talking about. Brody Torrence, what a block. And yes, Brody, you're getting a ceremonious rejection. Football pass. Brody comes up with it. Brody for 3. Buries it. Brody Torrence. 31-27. Let's take a look at that again. Football pass. Brody comes up with it. Bomb right here. Brody for 3. Buries it. He does. Now only a 4-point game. 29 seconds left and possession. Ezra Hoover, very quiet. Ezra's not a vocal guy. We know Ezra. Believe he's looking for his first ring.
Oh.
And that was Orion Bilheim who missed. 10 seconds. Here's Roman. Roman crosses to his left. Double team. Carson. 1 second. That's it. So after 3 quarters of play, the Lakers going to go into the final quarter up 4. And we'll be back right after this.
Folks, if you'd like to show your support for the New Holland, Pennsylvania Upward program, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here's how. Do you see the QR code in the middle of the screen? Simply get out your phone, open up your camera app, and hover the app right over that QR code. Pretend you're going to take a picture of it, but don't snap that button to take the picture. Just have the QR code in the middle of your camera screen. You should see a link pop up. That link will take you directly to our YouTube channel. Simply click that yellow link, and you'll be showing your support for this organization. Now, one little thing. If you don't see a subscribe button, you might need to create a YouTube account first. Get signed into YouTube, then try it all over again. Thank you very much for supporting the New Holland, Pennsylvania Upward program.
All right, we're back for the final quarter. And all of a sudden, Ezra Hoover's Jazz are right back in this, which once was a 13-point lead, is now 4. And you've given life to Brody Torrence. Not recommended.
No, definitely not.
All right.
He's within striking zone now. He could easily flip this game in 2 shots.
All right, Devine's going to send Givler, Roman, Fisher, Lapp, and Harding out there. Oh. Let's see what happens. Here's Brody. Torrence swings it inside. TJ Fox misses. Wish he had that back. And that went off TJ's hands. Folks, today is Pizza Hut Day. New Holland Pizza Hut. Go over, mention the word Upward, that you're with Upward, and they'll take 20% off your bill today only. Our newest sponsor. Fisher underneath, and Fidel may call a travel. No, he's going to call foul. All right, so they're going to call TJ Fox. TJ's not happy about the call. That is a non-shooting foul. Lapp, Jude, just inside the 3-point arc, missed it. TJ comes down with it. Fox, right side. He's going to bulldoze his way in, but Carson Roman picked his pocket. And there's a frustration foul right there, and that's what you don't want to do. TJ's got to keep his cool. Boy, I am very impressed with Carson Roman. I remember him at the evaluations. I was very curious to see. He had a good evaluation, showed a lot of tenacity. And Brody just clobbered Roman. I think they meant, okay, he said 3-5. I think he meant 5-3.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he corrected himself. Okay. So that was Brody. All right, Harding to inbound. 5:20 left in this one. Harding, what a pass underneath. Fisher missed it, got his own rebound, and this time he puts it in. Coach, you're going to have to deal with Bryer Fisher.
Yeah, that height is a tough thing to beat.
It sure is, but you have some height yourself that you could use on him. Joshua Stefan. Here's Logan Stoltzfus. That hit the wire. I don't think Fidel saw that. Givler comes down with it. Looking for a foul, not going to get it. And going to get a double dribble instead, so a double whammy to the Lakers. All right, so Gabilando's going to come into the game. Ian King's going to come in. 4:52 left to go. 6-point Laker lead. Lakers have led the whole game. And it's going to be up to this man right here, 53. Long, dangerous pass. Roman saw that the whole way. And I don't know, Brody, about that one. Oh, Jake Hardy got away with a palm carry. They didn't call it. Brody Torrence, like Batman, comes out of the sky.
Nice.
Where did he come from? Folks, watch Batman come on the screen. They didn't call it. Brody Torrence like Batman comes out. Unbelievable. Fisher dishes it. King's over there, but Harding picks it up. They're Roman. And they're going to call a travel.
That's what they need. That's a turnover. That's a good one. You got to keep that pressure on. Force them to turn that over.
Absolutely. Ian King to inbound. Guarded by Givler. Brody Torrence. Brody for a long three. Missed it. And Fisher, boy, does he get up high.
Yeah.
Stefan's going to have some trouble guarding him.
Yeah.
Harding looking for Fisher. Got it to him. Givler's open. He's really good at threes. Wide open. Missed it. And Rhett would like to have that back. He's mad at himself. Rhett, he's a friend of the family. He hits those in my driveway all the time. Here's Torrance flying down that right side. Underneath scoop shot. No good. Jude Lapp comes down with it. And they're going to let it stay in Lapp's hands. Look at that. Right side. Underneath scoop shot. No good. Jude Lapp comes down with it. And they're going to let it stay in Lapp's hands on that right side. Underneath scoop shot. Can't get a zoom-in shot. Jake Harding fired up. Tried to get the zoom-in function to work. Well, that was Bryer Fisher, actually, who made the basket. I was trying to get the instant replay zoom function. Not cooperating. (35-29), 3:33 left to go in this one. Devine and the Lakers playing a short-handed Jazz.
Yeah, I think with Trenton in here, they'd have struggled a lot harder.
Givler thought about it, changed his mind, got it to Jake Harding. The set shot, missed it. Brody comes down with it. Only a 6-point game, folks. The clock is not moving, now it is. Here's TJ Fox. TJ, cross court, Stoltzfus. Swings it. Ian King wide open, didn't want to take the three. Got it to Brody. Brody will take the three. Brody just missed. Lakers, dangerous pass to Givler, he got it. Rhett Givler wide open for the layup. Nicely done, Rhett. And Devine will take that any day.
Now it's full court press.
Here's the press, Stone, Nicolas Long. And they're going to call a backcourt violation. Nicolas Long was just beyond the line. And a break for the Jazz, but they need points. Now they're down 8. Brody into the lane, off the glass, and in. You don't want to give away easy baskets if you're the Lakers. Fox, stolen. Stoltzfus, stolen right back. Harding behind his back. Jude Lapp, good job getting that ball. Jude Lapp, and he was pulled, his arm was pulled.
I think he had his hand on the ball.
TJ Fox, good job getting that zoom in function to work. Jude Lapp, let's see. And he was pulled, his arm was pulled.
I think he had his hand on the ball.
Good job getting that ball. Look at this again. Jude Lapp, and he was pulled, his arm was pulled. Got a timeout, so a good time to play with good job getting that ball. Instant Jude Lapp, and he was pulled, his arm was pulled.
I think he had his hand on the ball.
Good job getting that ball. Jude Lapp, and he was pulled, his arm was pulled. Didn't he, Charles?
I think he had his hand on the ball.
Good job getting that ball. Jude Lapp, and he was pulled, his arm was pulled. Let's see if we can pause it right on that
Good
moment.
job
getting that ball. Jude Lapp. Jude Lapp.
Boy.
Jude Lapp. Hard to tell. And he was pulled. His arm was pulled. All right. Well, inconclusive. But at least I got the zoom in function to work. Bear with me, folks. Week 1, testing out the new instant replay script. Inconclusive evidence. So I'm going to let Fidel off the hook.
Got about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in the game.
2:16 left to go. 6-point Laker lead. Lakers in gray. Torrence. You need 2 threes, Brody. They're giving it to you. Torrence for 3. In and out, no good. Noel. Harassed by Givler. And going to go the other way. Great job, Rhett Givler. And they're calling that harassed by Givler. Stoltzfus here. And going to go the other way. If we can see Great job, Rhett Givler. Let's keep our eye on Logan Stoltzfus. Harassed by Givler. Can't really see it there. All right, we got 1:58 and a 6-point gray lead. What did we call here, Charles? Why are they shooting?
I'm not sure what happened there.
Let's see if we can see what he saw. What did we miss it? He may have missed it. Why are they shooting? I do not see what the call was, but this is really huge for the Lakers. Rhett Givler is going to go to the line. With a 6-point lead, Rhett, a very good free throw shooter. Hits the first. And I'll try to find out. Misses the second. Torrence, outlet for Noel. Way over his head. And boy, Brody, I wonder if he's a quarterback because he's throwing a lot of football passes in this game.
They're getting kind of desperate now.
They're still not out of it.
No.
Here's
But,
Nicolas
they
Long.
can't afford those handovers like that.
Dangerous pass. Bryer Fisher, great job. Swings it for Jude Lapp. What a move. On Brody Torrence, nonetheless. Jude Lapp. 40-31. Torrence muscles his way in. Misses a layup.
Should have had that one.
So, Coach, who would you give player of the game to? It's either Fisher or Lapp, I would say.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
you can't throw Carson Roman out of the conversation either.
All three of them, that's a tight one.
Here's Torrence for 3. Misses everything. Right to Noel, he misses. Jake Harding also had a very good game.
Yeah.
Boy, everybody played well, isn't it? Well, I say right there, that man, Bryer Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher definitely, with his height, he dominated this game. It made a difference.
So, congratulations, Bryer Fisher.
And he's got a little bit of speed because there was a steal right
He
there.
does have some speed.
He picked up on that one. Oh.
Easy layup for Brody. Nicely
Seems
done.
like maybe the rest of the team gave up. Brody's giving all he got, giving all he has.
Brody's doing everything.
Isn't
Here's Noel.
much.
Noel missed. So congratulations, Bryer Fisher. You're going to be our player of the game. And the Lakers are going to go to 1-0. Nice layup by Brody.
He ain't giving up.
16 seconds, down 9. Harding, 7 seconds. Jude Lapp hits it. So your final, 46-35. Congratulations, Bryer Fisher. Congratulations, Ethan Devine and the Lakers. Starting off the season right. So stay tuned next, folks. We have Jordan Tyson's Heat coming up against Eric Stark's Supersonics. Thank you, Coach Charles Babb.